In public schools across the nation, teachers are using technology to connect with students on a whole new level. From internet-based tutorials to full-time virtual classrooms, teachers are using new tools to fulfill the promise of public education for a wide variety of students. Many public schools are taking advantage of distance learning solutions to offer courses that would not otherwise be available to students. While the technology enhances the learning experience, it does not replace the most important person in the education process, the teacher.
In this kind of a program, what happens is technology is used in a way that enhances learning. It's used to demonstrate things that you could not demonstrate without the technology. And it's also used to help children be able to work at their own pace.
In fact, learning has become as portable and mobile as the students themselves. Education can happen anywhere that an internet connection can be found, both in and out of a traditional classroom setting. A new model used by public schools is the hybrid or blended school, which combines traditional face-to-face instruction with the flexibility of internet-based learning.
As an online teacher, while I'm here 2 days a week, the other 3, if I'm not here for staff development, I'm at home monitoring our online school system. I call parents and do progress checks and talk to students and do a little review over the phone. I monitor through a system we have called Total View Schools, where I can see the activity that they've put in and how often they put it in. Then the activity being the lessons that have been completed, their attendance.
In some cases, states and districts have opted to establish completely virtual classrooms where teachers interact primarily via the web and telephone. In these online public schools, teachers make use of new types of tools and techniques to ensure student success.
Using Illuminate, I get to work with a student one-on-one, or I can invite a group of students to come in. And one-on-one, when I meet with them, I will zero in on something that that child needs individually.
Advocates say that online learning is building on the promise of public education by giving children everywhere access to a high-quality education, regardless of circumstances.
My favorite part of the online environment is that each student can learn at their own pace. They can each dig into their curriculum in their own way with their own learning styles. They're not set back by children in the classroom who might be learning, number 1, differently than them, number 2, slower or faster than they are.
For some districts, a full-time online program provides a quality alternative for underserved populations. By using built-in planning and progress tools, teachers can quickly tailor the pacing of an online curriculum to each student's needs.
We're seeing a lot of success with our students. They are making progress in the online school. They're mastering IEP goals. We often go in and revise or edit an IEP so that we can make sure that once a student has mastered something, that we give them something else to obtain.
Just as distance learning programs have been embraced by the higher education and adult continuing education communities, online learning can be ideal for elementary and secondary students. School districts can use online programs to incorporate electives and advanced level courses in preparation for college or to offer credit support for students who might not graduate.
I have students who are gymnasts, professional gymnasts who are doing their full workout schedules and able to complete their high school classes when it's convenient for them. I still have deadlines that I have to maintain, and they still are responsible for their deadlines, but they're able to accomplish high school and get their course credit and be able to maintain their rigorous, rehearsals and practice schedules.
With online learning, a strong partnership develops between the parent and teacher to achieve a common goal of student success.
When you say individualized and self-paced, nothing is better for children than that. When you say parents are actively involved in their child's education, there is no research that doesn't say that is always good for children's education. If you have a program where a family decides we are going to focus on education as a family, that is always good for students.
When our students come to the Learning Center once a week, most of our teachers are here. We get to interact with them, and they are always willing to give us if it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes. If you need more than 20 minutes, they just ask you to set up some type of appointment. But they are always willing to call, to get back. I mean, the information and the connectiveness is almost instantaneous. I don't know how they do it.
I've seen more parents in 3 years than I've seen in the last 12 with the other school. So it's nice to see them be as involved as they are, because they have to be, and they want to be, or they wouldn't have chosen this model.
For more information, contact K12 today or visit k12.com.